All right, guys. So here we have the old harness from the 2021 Toyota 4Runner that broke. If you examine it, physically it doesn't look like it's broke. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a multimeter. This is a basic line that you can buy at Walmart. And we're going to test it a few different ways. So right now we're on ohms and continuity. So when we put positive and negative, we're going to get a volume sound, a beep. Different meters are going to have different beeps, but that's generally what you're going to hear. Sometimes you got to click a button, sometimes you don't. So we're going to test this old one. We're going to check the black wire. So we got to come in here and look for the black wire. Stick one of your probes on there and one in here. Nothing. We'll check both just to make sure. Still nothing. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll come over to this new one and check. And you can hear clear as day that there's nothing wrong with the new one. So somehow, even though it doesn't look like it, this one right here broke internally somewhere. The cool thing about this harness is it's positive, negative. It's just a basic harness. You can cut this and build a new one using speaker wire, house wire, whatever you want, as long as it's 2-wire conductor. So positive, negative, and you make sure that they're correct. You pop this little black tab off right here, which I can't do right now in this video, but you'll pop it off. You'll see the 2 wires in there. You'll cut them, solder in, make sure it's watertight, and you're good to go. That's how you test your ABS harness. Okay, guys. So I know in that video I didn't go over many ways to actually test this. It was a quick impromptu video. I needed to get it done before installing that. Plus neighbors were coming out hollering for their cat. So here's another way to test it. So say this harness is installed on the vehicle. You have one end up high, one end down low. So we're gonna take a bread tie or a piece of wire. This is just a bread tie, cut the insulation off of. And I'm gonna come to this end with my tester, and I'm gonna come to this end with the bread tie. All I'm going to do is insert it to make a loop. Now, this is just to verify both wires are not broke. This harness we know is broke, so it's not going to beep. But if you had a good harness, that would beep. So we're going to come over here. We're going to go to our ohm setting and continuity. You can see right there. So ohms, usually on most of these meters, this Klein I actually got from Lowe's. I said Walmart earlier. I was mistaken. They have very similar ones at Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's that you can buy. They just aren't Klein. Actually, I might have bought Klein at Home Depot. My bad. All right, so we have it there. We're going to test that we have sound. If you don't have sound, make sure you don't have a button for it. And we're going to come over here and we'll just test these 2 pins. I don't have anyone to hold the camera or a tripod with me right now, so this is going to be a little bit tricky. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, one on that, and we have nothing. Now we have installed a new harness. The 4Runner is going and running, so we know that was the issue. But on the trail, if you have a multimeter, which I highly suggest putting a very cheap multimeter in your overland vehicle with a backup battery not installed, because these batteries do drain down over time. Because this is a great troubleshooting tool to have, along with a bread tie. Something as simple as a bread tie can save you hours of troubleshooting. It can be used as a jumper on a fuse. It can be used as a jumper to test stuff. They're very handy. And you can actually just put a couple pieces of speaker wire in your vehicle under a piece of carpet. You'd be surprised at how many things that a piece of wire can do for you on the field when you're broke down. So again, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I got videos on AGP wheels coming soon, along with the Falcons. Thanks for watching again.